also recognize that acetaminophen is often the only tool for fevers and pain in pregnancy, as other alternatives have well-documented adverse effects. HHS therefore to encourage clinicians to exercise their best judgment in the use of acetaminophen for fevers and pain in pregnancy by prescribing the lowest effective dose for the shortest necessary duration and only when treatment is required. Furthermore, thanks also to the politicization of science, the safety of acetaminophen against the risk of neurodevelopmental disorders in young children has never been validated.
All right.
Medicine, therefore, just caution acetaminophen use of young children, especially since strong evidence also has associated it with liver toxicity. The found use of acetaminophen in children can prolong viral illnesses. FDA.
It's supposed to like shut down pain, essentially, right? That's kind of what Tylenol is mostly used for, either as something to lower your fever or as something to stifle pain, like if you have a migraine headache or something.
That's right, bitch.
It's essentially the kind of shit that you use this for. However, it could elongate viruses. It could cause liver toxicity, and if you're a pregnant woman, it is very, very clearly linked, very, very likely, to autism in the child, as well as to ADHD in the child. And we know that autism rates and ADHD rates are literally through the roof.
Research with others, children, and families. In addition to a possible connection to autism for pregnant women, infants, and toddlers, our research has revealed that folate deficiency in a child's brain can lead to autism.
So this is the abridged version of the statement that they made. This is Trump, RFK Jr. making this announcement, essentially saying, hey, moms out there, talk to the doctor, protect yourself. Honestly, there is this information out there. You don't want your kids to get autism if you can avoid it. And, try your best to take care of yourself. And it turns out it increases the rate of autism by multiple times. By like at least 4 to 10 times, according to what they said. But that's crazy. That's a crazy amount of increase in rates, by the way. That's fucking nutty. Maybe it doesn't account for the extreme amounts of increase in autism, but it surely explains something, and it's really, really scary. So anyway, he dropped this. Now, in my opinion, this is a universal good thing. If this is true, this is a fantastic thing. That we now know the reality, and that is why you have to do your absolute best to try to avoid this, right? When you're a parent, you want to bring a child into the world, you want to give it the best life you possibly can, obviously.
What's up, chat?
You're a leftist. Now, leftists are the party of child genocide, right? They're the... Sorry to put it that way. They do 1 million abortions a year in America. 1 million abortions a year in America. Okay, 99% of those fucking abortions are literally done purely for convenience. All right, only 1% is rape. Rape and health risks combined makes up less than 1%. All right?
What's up, chat? Like the stream.
This is
like the stream.
Anyway, people aren't ready for the truth. They're too busy castrating their children in schools to actually worry about murdering them in the womb. So this is Dr. Mike. Dr. Mike made a video. It's a little bit diabolical. Doctor reacts to the Tylenol press conference. All right, worst ever. Immediately, from this
son of a
thumbnail, Dr. Mike might be a little bit with that. Listen, he's obviously a guy. He's obviously a dude. He's a gamer. We love him. He's goated. He's obviously anti-Trump. All right, dude, anyone that does this shit, they're all anti-Trump. Let's be real. This is an anti-Trumper. You know what's happening. But then you click on his video and you start wondering, wait a second, what is his perspective?
Would bother to even check. Anyway, let's zoom out.
What the fuck, yo? Like, right?
All right.
In 2020.
So again, he spent the first 8 minutes saying that the press conference was done terribly. It's all a lot of hooey. These are not scientists. They don't know what they're talking about.
That's right, bitch. That's right. You like me now? Oh, fuck, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
Scientists signed a statement that pregnant women should be cautious with Tylenol. Not to stop it, not to ban it, just to be cautious. Which really, I feel like that should always be the case with medication. Fast forward, the biggest study came out this year in Sweden, not in the US, looking at over 2 million children. When they compared siblings,
that's right,
one who was exposed to Tylenol, one not, boom, no increased autism risk.
This moment feels heavy. Medical facilities are overrun. This moment feels loud. This moment feels relentless. The global humanitarian aid system is traveling to...
Son of a fucking butt plug, motherfucker.
Every moment is a choice.
that's really powerful because siblings share.
So essentially, Bro walks out. He says, "Listen, there's some data this way, there's some data that way, but he would advise lowering it because of multiple investigations."
Suck a dick.
Showed you.
In the U.S., looking at the big feeling, stop it. Statement that
All right, one more game. All right, guys, one more game.
Arsenal use during pregnancy, a call for precautionary action. You should slow it down. Essentially, not trying to be rude here, but essentially, Dr. Libtard should be saying, "Thank God Donald Trump blew the whistle on this. Now a lot of people would be aware that there are adverse effects, and they would actually try their best to be careful about overdoing it, right? You would think." But Dr. Libtard essentially takes this whole video to say, yes, there's truth to what they say. Yes, people should mediate the amount of Tylenol that they take. Yes, they shouldn't take Tylenol. Yes, you should talk to a doctor. However, the press conference was so bad, they did such a bad job talking about it, and the whole thing is just like, it's kind of sad, I'm not gonna lie. It's really like you could skip to any point in this video, and he's just kind of criticizing how they're talking.
This is based on what I feel.
scientific press conferences are not supposed to be about how you feel.
How I feel?
It's not about how experts feel. It's about what the evidence shows and to what level it shows it.
I'm not a
He said, "I feel like it's dangerous." Holy shit. Feelings. Yeah, anyway, this is the gayest shit of all time. I'll be real. This is like, bro, he's the president of the United States. Not a scientist. He's not a doctor, right? From reading studies, he feels like you should be cautious. Feel. So anyway, Dr. Libtard definitely did an analysis of all time on this. It was one of the analyses of all time. So anyway,
Bitch.
Tylenol, actually, this is from 2017. For those of you counting, this is 8 years ago. 8 years ago, Tylenol made this statement. "We actually don't recommend
Son of a
any
bitch.
of our products while pregnant. Thank you for taking the time to voice your concerns today." Now this is really fucking interesting. All right, now I'm gonna lie, this is really interesting. So all the people that came out to say Trump is a load of hooey, Trump is retarded, JRFK Jr., complete down.
Yes.
They're lame, they're gay. We don't like how lame and gay they are. They're liars. We don't look good. Turns out Tylenol admitted this 8 years ago. This is what we call a colossal Donald Trump W.
Who will claim the prize?
This, and it's actually backed up by the official Tylenol company. Tylenol company themselves. So BJT once again takes the W. Libtard L.
Son of a bitch, dude.
So obviously everyone
You
knew
fucking
that.
trying to trick me?
Same. And there's more old posts from Tylenol. Congrats on the upcoming edition. So exciting. It'd be great to touch base with you since we haven't tested Tylenol to be used during pregnancy. Oh, as we can in this number, okay? We actually don't recommend using any of our products while pregnant.
Fuck.
Okay? Thank you for the shout out, Carrie. Just make sure you talk to a doctor.
What the fuck,
Take
dude?
Tylenol while you're
Alright,
pregnant.
fine, alright,
Yeah.
alright.
If you're pregnant, nursing, seek the advice
Time
of
to
your
play another
health
game,
professional
guys.
before using Tylenol or any other medication.
How's everybody doing, by the way? First, one in the chat if you're doing great. And press for 2 in the chat if you're lonely. We're gonna play some more sports, by the way. More esports, okay? So I heard people like esports, so that's what we're gonna try to do.
That's where we at.
Try to satisfy my
Everyone's
audience.
crashed out. You know, Dr. Mike made a video talking about how it's kind of hogwash, sort of asterisk.
You know what I mean?
But turns out there's just an endless amount of these, and people are going back to this old tweet, and they're just like, "Holy shit! Wait a second." So Donald Trump said a thing. Everyone crashed out on Donald Trump, and they're so mad at him. They're making believe. They're making believe that Donald Trump is pushing a fake agenda to distract from Epstein. By the way, this is a real, actual, unironic argument. Look at this. You know what's more dangerous?
Oh my god, the evil orange man is gonna come and get you. He's gonna come and get all my games and he's gonna take them from me. He's gonna take my life away and my wife away.
Used by the president to avoid talking about Epstein. Now, this is pretty diabolical, if I do say so myself, and a little bit retarded. Now, that person's mom probably took Tylenol while she was pregnant. Not trying to go too far. But, dude, the reactions have been insane.
Are we ready?
This old 2017, what? 250,000 likes? Oh my god, dude. I'm so happy people are noticing. Now,
USA.
if you look
USA.
up Tylenol overdose symptoms in Google Trends, you will notice that, well, you know, it wasn't super high. August 25th, September 4th. It started going up around the time that, you know, Donald Trump made his announcement, and it shot up 2 days later. It's almost like people are overdosing on Tylenol in the United States of America over the last day at a increasingly terrifyingly high rate. Now, why would this happen? Why would these people who not only did the president say that Tylenol is linked to autism in children, and the official Tylenol account say don't do that shit. Why are people overdosing on Tylenol? Bro, what are we doing? Darwin is truly at his greatest work. Now, if you look at the back of the Tylenol, right, the actual Tylenol, extra strength value pack random thingy at the back, it literally has, in tiny letters, ask a doctor or
Come on,
pharmacist
Nick.
before you use if you are pregnant. My Darwin Awards working overtime. It's literally there on the fucking box on every single box of Tylenol. Now this is absolute insanity.
Fuck
This
me
is
hard
the
in the
Tylenol
anus.
spin-off no one
In the
expected to see.
anus.
Breaking news, multiple American
What's up,
nurses are
Giano?
confirming a major surge in women being rushed to the ER after overdosing on Tylenol. How did we get here? It's just to spite Trump. It's just like they just want to spite Trump, man. Is that not insanity? Trump is like, don't take Tylenol, and they're like, let's fucking kill ourselves and our children. Is this not peak retardation? So this is an American ER nurse confirming that there is a major spike in women being admitted to the ER because they took too much Tylenol.
Okay, so this is happening.
Right.
So I have a friend that's a nurse,
Yeah.
an ER nurse, and lately there's been a spike of women coming in, especially women.
So water bottles have BPAS, and your tap water has trace chemicals. What are you supposed to drink then? Well, you can drink your tap water. You just need Pure Again filters.
Shut the
This
fuck
provides
up.
pure.
Coming in with
It's pregnant.
poisoning because they took too much Tylenol
Yeah, how does that happen?
or acetaminophen. So this is actually fucking happening. I mean, are we for real right now? Like, you feel like you're in the Twilight Zone because these are adults. These are adult women. And they are now sending themselves to the emergency room.
Right.
Because they're taking too much Tylenol
Nah, it's cinema, dude.
out of spite
Yeah, that's right.
for Trump.
Yeah. Yeah.
I cannot. It's
Left is the party of violence. They kill you, they kill themselves. They're just out there, man.
like, are you kidding me? So there is now people that are being hospitalized and taken to the emergency room because they're taking too much acetaminophen,
Right.
Tylenol, out of spite.
Right.
This is happening.
Breaking news, Trump says you
Fuck me hard in the anus.
All the leftists. Oh yeah, Mr. President. Take this. Take this, Mr. President. I'll show you. So yeah, anyway, libtard women once again proving why they should be definitely counted as part of the voting force. So as you can see here we have another retard.
I've seen too many videos today of pregnant
That's right.
women downing Tylenol, I guess
This
in
is
an
Riley
effort
Gaines,
to
the
own or
person
spite
that
President Trump. Let me show you
Was
just
sports like a swimmer. Here's me, pregnant woman, taking Tylenol because I believe in science. Me popping Tylenol while I'm pregnant because WTF.
Medical advice from a man who doesn't have a degree in science health.
Right.
Imagine hating Trump more than you love your own child. Also, what are the odds these people who talk about believing and trusting the science
These people
believe
kill their own children.
when get pregnant? Because this is the Assistant Secretary of Health under the previous administration. Like, y'all are taking advice from a man who thinks he's a woman. If you watch the press conference where Trump talked about this, like I did yesterday, Trump very clearly says, talk to your doctors, let them advise you, make your own choices. If you can refrain, you probably should, but if you need to take Tylenol, do it, but not in excess. And it's not just Trump saying that. This is a study from Harvard, bastion of liberalism that is Harvard.
What do you mean?
And here's
No,
the
Harvard.
difference. All Trump said is that autism rates and the usage of Tylenol during pregnancy are linked. He didn't say it's the only thing that can cause autism in children, and he didn't say
Fuck me hard in
that
the
it will
anus.
cause autism. If Trump
What's
says
up,
that
Yoni?
oxygen is good, I am convinced that there
Yoni
are people
Tony.
out there who would suffocate themselves.
Well, that's where we're at this point. We're actually in kind of a scary place in society where this is apparently a normal thing. We are officially living in South Park. Bro, these are the retards of society. They really are. Like, this is insane. These people are fucking killing themselves and their children. I feel so bad for their children, man. Right, here we go. Doing my civic duty as a pregnant woman and taking Tylenol because this administration is a joke. Literally murdering your baby or, or giving your child potential autism. Literally despite Trump. Dude, Trump doesn't care if you are killing your child, bro. I don't think you understand how this works. But that's literally where we're at. Now, there's another angle to this, all right? So I told you, we're covering all the angles. Now, you think that this is peak retardation? Do you think we have reached peak stupidity? Do you think that this is the absolute depths of depravity and stupidity that the libtards are turning this into? Oh, you foolish little summer children. There is an entire movement on the internet that is currently protesting against Trump for You've heard of trans genocide, autism genocide. Telling pregnant people not to take Tylenol is a literal genocide of autistic folks. Congratulations, Trump. This is exactly what Hitler wanted. Because apparently, autistic people are beautiful and awesome, just like not autistic people. And trying to cure autism is autistic genocide. Bro, what are we doing? What are we doing? Literally, what are we doing? This is retarded, bro. Autism, again, nothing but respect for autistic people. It's a mental illness. Nothing but respect for depressed people. It's a mental illness. What are you saying? We shouldn't cure mental illnesses? Because it's a genocide against people with that mental illness now? Like, let's not cure cancer. We're literally genociding cancer patients. Being autistic right now is horrifying. The government wants to eradicate us. Holy fuck! What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh my god, dude. Holy moly, man. Autism Speaks, and an extremely ableist organization works with them, and these people don't care about what autistic people have to say. Autistic people shouldn't want to be autistic. There's nothing wrong with being autistic, obviously. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with it, all right? I value you as a human life regardless. But, like, what the fuck is happening? Autistic genocide? Literal communist in the bio, obviously. No one's surprised. Bro, what are we doing? There's thousands of these. Now, you're probably not surprised by this because this was a movement that happened after Ozempic, too, all right? When people came up with Ozempic, a drug to cure obesity, this was the reaction to that.
When they're trying to whittle down every single fat person, they're so excited that they found a drug that makes it so we don't exist anymore. And again, not to devalue any of these things, I consider them all very...
By being obese, you are trying not to exist anymore. You are trying to die of an early heart attack.
important. If tomorrow they released a drug that said, okay, we cured blackness.
Bro, how are you comparing being fat to being black? Oh my god. Oh my god.
With this pill, you can be white.
Imagine being so woke, you just become racist. This is insane.
And then the problem will be the blackness wasn't the problem. The problem was the system that ever made anyone think they needed to be anything other than what they are. Ozempic and these weight loss drugs are trying to exterminate fat people. They want to get rid of it.
Literally, what are we even doing right now? Literally, what is even happening? Bro, obesity is a disease. You would be better off if you weren't fat. I'm sorry, that's life, okay? You can outrun this disease, literally. But dude, what are we fucking doing? This isn't fat genocide because people are making it easier for you to lose weight. What are we even doing?
Fat phobia is racism.
It's literally not racism. It's literally
Like,
not that.
Racism is classism. Classism
is not racism. That is a different thing, you know? It's a word.
racism.
No. And neither of those are fat phobia, which is a bullshit made up cringe nothing. All right, like, dude, this is insane. So anyway, I knew that the people would do this autism shit immediately because I remember the Ozempic fat genocide. Dude, I am losing brain cells at real. I bet you she's a kindergarten teacher or some shit, teaching kids that being fat is healthy and then shoving fucking pudding down their throats, telling them that being fat is a good thing, actually. But, like, dude, this is the insanity that we're dealing with. As a fat phobe myself, I personally find this incredibly offensive. Offensive to fat phobes everywhere. This is insane, man. This is actual crazy world. Yes, Ozempic is fat genocide. You know, Lizzo stopped talking about fat acceptance shit when Ozempic started, and she was like, wow, this is an easy way to lose weight. Because literally no one thinks this. You have to be special levels of empath, retard, libtard white woman to think this way. There's no one else that even thinks this way. Like, holy fucking shit, man, this is crazy. Or she's scared of a fat genocide. Bro, she'd get jump scared by a treadmill. She'd get jump scared by a savage. Alright, anyway, moving on. I gotta show you some of these retards, man. They're glorious. The retards truly make my days a little bit better. Alright, Trump, don't take Tylenol. Pregnant liberal women all over TikTok. That's where we're at. That's literally where we're at. It's hilarious. and it's very sad. Now, breaking news, turns out this is not a brand new, just Trump said it, so everyone needs to despite it. This isn't like a new Trump thing. Mount Sinai study supports evidence that prenatal acetaminophen use may be linked to increased risk of autism.
How are you able to offer the Percy dining set for just $2.95 at Living Spaces? We designed furniture with affordable, stylish materials. We build the products ourselves and source directly from the factory to keep costs low while maintaining a high level of quality.
Acetaminophen paracetamol during pregnancy and risk of autism spectrum by Med. All right, over here, the role of oxidative stress, inflammation, acetaminophen exposed from birth to early childhood in the induction of autism. Tylenol may increase risk of autism by pediatrics, prenatal exposure. These studies existed for a very long time. Even Tylenol agrees. Even Tylenol agrees that Tylenol could cause autism. Literally everyone says it. It's not a Trump thing.
Bitch.
Trump just basically brought it to the forefront of our minds, which honestly is a really good fucking thing. Who would have thought taking drugs while pregnant could be bad for the child? Like, are we fucking retarded? Now again, this comes from the empaths on the left that are participating in a child holocaust as we speak, murdering 1 million babies a year. I'm sorry, not trying to be rude here. Not trying to be rude here. All right, listen, not trying to be rude. You're fucking killing 1 million babies a year. All this fucking abortion shit, it's honestly just a way to escape accountability, and you make yourself feel better by murdering children. I don't care. I don't care. This is one of the biggest problems we're facing in America. One of the biggest problems in America today, and I don't see enough people talking about it, is the fact that modern liberalism is killing a generation of children. A generation of children, right? Through that, obviously, through the whole castration route, all right? You're getting your kids to think there are other genders and take puberty and shit while the children literally fuck up their life and prevent them from actually having other children, all right? We have another, the other issues, literally, every kid is fucking over-medicated at this point.